Hi, welcome back. In this clip, we'll begin applying everything we've learned so far to create some practical motion graphics. We'll also introduce frame-by-frame animation and a new mask called Clipping Mask. In this clip and the next, we'll work together to create an animated lower third. In the television industry, a lower third is a graphic overlay placed in the title-safe lower area of the screen, typically used to display a person's name and/or title during an interview. Let's go over what I mean by title safe by opening a video. If you click on the man.mp4 video in the demo folder for this clip, you'll see it's not 1080p, it's actually 720p. It's important to always double check your video settings before importing them into a project. Let's also check the frame rate by opening it in QuickTime and hitting Command-I. Here, I can see the frame rate is 25 frames per second. Okay, let's go back to Photoshop and start a new document using the 720p video preset. Let's create a new timeline and change the frame rate to 25. Then import the video by going to Layer, Video Layers, New Video Layer from File. Once imported, you may or may not see some blue guides on your video. These are your title safe and action safe guides. To toggle them on or off, hit the Command key and the colon key on your keyboard. The outermost border is called Action Safe. This is where you should make sure all your important actions, animations, and movements occur, because if your video is going to be used for broadcast, part of it may be cropped due to differing television screen sizes. The innermost border is your title safe guideline. Any text appearing on screen should appear within this border for the same reason. Now that we understand title and action safe, let's get started on creating a frame-by-frame animation. First, I'm going to shorten the clip to about 5 seconds. Then I'll go to Layer, Video Layers, New Blank Video Layer. This will create an empty video layer, which I can draw on with the brush tool. I'm going to move my playhead in about a second and zoom in on my timeline, so I can see the individual frame markers. Now I'm going to create a short decorative animation to start my lower third. I will use the brush tool, change the size and color, and then draw right on the video layer. Remember to stay within the title safe borders. Now, if I move forward one frame, my drawing will disappear, and I'll draw the next frame. I'm going to keep doing this until I have something I like. If you'd like to be able to see some of your past drawings in time while working on your current frame, you can enable the onion skin option in your Options panel. You can alter the settings by clicking Onion Skin Settings. I'll set it to 3 frames behind and on a normal blending mode. And now I can see my previous drawings. Now I've done my animation, I'm going to disable onion skinning and preview my animation. Now let's create a title bar at the bottom of the screen that will hold my text. Let's create a new regular layer by clicking on the new layer icon here in the layer panel. I'm going to draw a shape with the rectangular selection tool and fill it with black for now. If I click on the layer and select Convert to Smart Object, I can animate all of its transform settings like we did in the last module. I'm going to animate it coming onto screen from the left to right and starting a bit squished and ending in a thicker bar so we can put text on it later. Let's move to the place in the timeline where we'd like it to land. Make sure it's the size and proportions you want. Then make a keyframe to lock that information in place. Now move a couple seconds beforehand and move the shape off screen to the left and squash it. Press Enter to record the keyframe, and now when you press play, the shape should be animated in motion. Now let's get into clipping masks. We'll create a clipping mask to add a video texture to the black bar we just created. Import the video binarytexture.mp4 from your demo folder and make sure it's above your black bar layer. While we're here, let's rename all of our layers so we're more organized. Now let's trim the new video to be 5 seconds as well. Then right-click on the layer and choose Create Clipping Mask. By turning the new texture video layer into a clipping mask, the alpha information in the layer beneath, meaning the visible pixels as opposed to the transparent pixels, will no longer show black or any other color you may have chosen. Now it will show the texture video instead. As we mentioned in the last clip, layer masks use luma information to create an alpha channel. Here, clipping masks use a pre-existing alpha channel, that is the opaque versus transparent pixel information, to determine the masking, essentially copying the alpha channel to the video layer on top. Okay, in the next clip, we'll add some animated text to complete our lower third. Thanks for watching and see you next time.